is a rainy Thursday morning. We are headed to do a Goodwill bins and thrifting challenge. We're probably gonna thrift way more than the challenge just because we need to buy stuff for our haul. But specifically, we each have $20 to spend and flip in this video, and we'll see who makes more money with their $20.
We will see. Last time we did this, Jami won hands down. She was smart. She did a bunch of little items. I did one big item and took mine forever to sell.
2 big items.
Did I do 2 big items?
Yeah, you did the lamp and the dresser.
Yes.
He did make more money than me. Eventually. But the rules are what sells in the next month. So we'll see. I might take his lead if I find something that I can turn a big profit on that I love. But we only have a couple of hours to flip it, so follow along with us and see how it goes. There actually is more parking here than we come in the afternoon, so.
Not a lot though.
Yeah, it's not too bad, but we're at the Goodwill outlet. We call it the bins, but if you're looking where you live, it's called the outlet. Zeb keeps trying to get in bins ahead of me, and I'm like, listen, I can't dig through it after you dug through it. I want to get through it first.
Fossil?
Fossil, I don't know. What do you think?
I think yes. I am not finding anything in here this morning. I'm just gonna go look through the books. I always find books. First Afghan of the day. Pretty good size. Looks like no rips or tears. I feel like these are the bins from last night. They haven't really been switched out because I think they stopped switching them out at like 6 o'clock, but they don't close until 8. And we're just not finding much. I found one Afghan.
I have a purse. Let's go to another thrift store and come back.
Okay.
So that was a first.
Yeah, we got 2 items. We did confirm with the cashier. She says they get there early, switch them out in the morning. For the first rotation, they switch everything out. And then right now she's like, we're on about an hour rotation to like get more bins ready and get them out here and swap them out. So we'll be back in about an hour. We can hit another thrift store and be back in an hour.
Yeah, she said that like there's nothing else coming out, and the ones that they're replacing next, because they do like a very cyclical rotation, are the ones we need them to replace. It's like the back wall, and that's where like some of the home decor is. But the home decor bins this morning were all shoes and purses.
Yeah.
And I don't need used shoes, and I only found one purse. So hopefully there's better stuff coming. All right, we're at the Welfare Square, Desert Industries. We just need to find about $20 worth of stuff we can paint and flip. We have a ton of stuff for the thrift haul this week, so we don't have to, like, it's not critical that we find a ton. So we'll see what happens. This store is pretty full right now. All right, I'm getting to the yard first because I know that's where the good stuff is. I can see Zeb's behind me, he's closing in. All right, so I'm normally trying to find things I don't have to paint, but today, paint is the name of the game, so I'll be looking for things I can make over to flip for a profit. Although if there's a few things that don't have to be painted, I will also grab those.
Jami went to the yard first on me, so she's totally gonna find all the things that I would paint. What is this? Is this only a little stool with a mirror on it? It's a magnifying glass. Do not use or place in direct sunlight. I kind of need it because it says that. All wood taper candlestick. I love little totes or boxes like this without a lid. They're great for drawer organizers. Oh, the top's broken off, but look what I just spied over here. Birdcage bookends.
These IKEA candlesticks, also $1, and I think they're gonna be perfect for upcycling. Cute. Literally everything in my cart is $1. Like, this is good. All right, this doesn't have a price tag on it. I'm thinking it's probably $1 or $2, but this would be cute if I can find some things to put in it and make an arrangement. All right, so I actually like this one better. It has fake fruit in it. I don't know. I might just keep the fruit to put in something else. But I actually like this basket better, so I'm grabbing this one.
This kind of fun little planter. I don't even know if it needs painted. It looks like it's got cabbage roses or something like that on there. Is this cast iron? It is, just a cast iron fleur-de-lis. You know, we got a little saucers. This is a Homer Laughlin, but I really like the pattern on it. It's got some wear, but also Right underneath it is this fun little dish here. Oh, it's broken. I might get this little dish though, just because I like it.
This is $3. It has feet, and I can put art on all the sides. I'm gonna pick this up too. This is not for the challenge, but it's $8, and it's so cute. So I'm gonna grab this lamp. I checked. It doesn't need this tape. I don't actually know why it's on there. This is the most adorable little kid's blanket. It's $5, and it's hand quilted. It's got a hand quilted bunny in the middle. And you flip it over, and it's like, looks like possibly drawn on with like paint markers. That's so cute. This isn't like a huge like profit that I'll turn, but I love floral frames. It's only $1. That'll be quick and easy to flip.
Just pulled this frame off the cart. I think it's resin. Actually, it might be wood. It's $3. I'm gonna get it and put something in there. I think this would be good in some chippy milk paint. Look at that, you found some stuff.
I found nothing.
This is what I get for letting you go to the yard first. Oh, you got all the things I always get.
Yeah, because you always want to paint stuff, and I'm just trying to find stuff that I don't have.
Look at these bookends I got.
Oh, those are pretty cute. But those are not going to be fun to paint by hand.
I might not paint them. I might just paint the birds on top and not leave them gold.
Okay. I was going to say, because those would be a pain, but everything else is pretty cute. But yeah, I got some good. These are all $1, these 4 items.
Oh, nice.
These 2 are $3. I'm on the fence about this one if I don't find something cool in it. But look, this one you can put art on 4 sides.
You could.
Ray Dunn bowl for $1. Good condition. I'm going to grab this. I feel like this bunny could be greatly improved. And it's bunny season, so for $3, I'm gonna grab her. Here's another bunny maker. It was $2. It says welcome, but I can get that off. I can take this off, sand it, and I can definitely flip this for a profit. So I can't find what I want to put in here to make this better, so I'm actually gonna put this back. And then I'm still not hitting my $20. I've never had more of a struggle spending $20 in all my life.
I'm gonna go out to the yard and see what I can find. Oh, look, they still got this piano here. So Jamie's already been out here. So we will see what she passed and what I get. I don't know, she might've got all the good stuff. Look at this, it's got grapes on it. Oh, it's a little jewelry box. For $1? I like it. I just like because it's a small box. Today is the day of the small boxes for me. Oh, little wire basket with a wood handle. I don't think Jamie saw that. $2.
So I put that other piece back, but I found this one for $3. It's a metal frame, it's beveled, and it'll be easy to paint and make look better. So now I have $4 left. Let's see what I can find. All right, I've passed this like 8 times. It's $2. I think I can just clean up the inside. And the outside has a lot of flat surfaces. It's fairly boring. I can make it cool. I'm just gonna grab this finial to round out my situation because I need to spend all $20.
Here's another one for $2, and this one has a wood handle also, but someone's painted this. I might just repaint that a fun color, not black. Oh, I really like this basket right here. $3. It's a good shape. Little dollar cutting board. Take some guesses what I'm gonna do with this. I've also got some fun plans for this kitchen utensil holder. Oh no, one of the little clips is broken. I think I can fix that. I got an idea for this too. $1. Are you struggling to get to $20?
For the flip, yeah. I mean, everything. I still have $2 to spend. Everything in this cart. Let me do this.
Well, while she laments over there, I found these just now, and these are going to be awesome. These $1 each. Okay, I think I've got everything for my challenge down here. This is going to be separate, just regular thrift haul stuff. But this is all the stuff I'm going to make over. We're right at $20. And are you at $20 here?
I'm at $20 even on my cart. So I think we're good.
The whole cart is 20?
Well, no, except for these 3.
So we both have stuff up above that's not 20, but won't be included in the challenge.
Ironically, we each have 3 items that are not included in the top of our cart. It's like we have the same brain. I don't know.
So we're headed out of here and a new cart rolls out.
And we need to check this out. I might swap these out because I could do something with the lids. Just saying. But I think I'm going to keep these 3 as is.
We got this one here too.
Yeah, this would be good in the shop. So we spent what, like $70?
Yep.
40 is on the challenge. 30 was just like extra stuff that we bought to sell on our Saturday thrift haul. The unique thing about this week is normally we don't wait to list them until Saturday, but because these are for this video, the items that we paint in this video will be available as soon as it's live, so we can start that 30-day clock on the challenge.
And we were hunting for things we could paint versus normally we're like, we get enough things to paint just by buying stuff randomly. Let's try to find things that we don't have to paint. But today we were intentionally looking for that.
To be honest, most of it is just regular stuff, not really special. It has junk potential. It's junk, but it could be better. All right, it's been about an hour longer. It's definitely got more cars in the parking lot. People have woke up. We're gonna just go do a quick scan for quilts, blankets, and check those back bins that they have redone. I spy with my little eye the smallest quilted thing ever. What is this? I think it's like a pillowcase. The zipper needs a little repair. But this is cute. I'm gonna grab it and see if we can fix the zipper. And Zeb can hand sew this. And we'll just have to spot treat these stains. So it looks like it's been repaired and not with the right glue, but look at this. And Zeb missed it. Oh, it's broken. That is a sad day because that would not be an easy fix.
Is this one too wild? I don't know. I don't like the coloring on that one. I'm just gonna leave that. It's got like sparkly thread or yarn in there. I think I'm gonna get this one.
I just found this one in the bin. Zeb missed it because he's got his arms full. He's got all the Afghans. I'm gonna grab these. These are like transfers for crafting that are letters. So they're definitely worth grabbing.
So I was gonna film in there all the quilts we found in the Afghans, but it was really loud and it's raining heavy outside. Just know that we got about 5 or 6 that are pretty great.
We also picked up a hoodie for Eliza. It's a brand that she likes. It was like $1.50. And we'll show it to you when we get home, but I got some crafting supplies. And they were like $1.50 for 6 of them. So
yeah, got out of there for $19. It was worth coming back.
No, because the quilt I found is good.
We're getting ready to make over our challenge stuff, and Jamie's like, why did I have to buy so much stuff?
I had to buy a lot to spend $20 because the most expensive thing was $3, but there were only, I think, 3 items at $3, 1 item or 2 items at $2, and everything else was $1. So yeah, it just took a while to spend $20. So now I have to paint all this stuff, but it's all right because it's a competition on who can make more money. The more stuff you have, the more stuff you can sell. So clearly Zeb hit the woods aisle.
I did. This is where I found most of my stuff. I did get this basket out in the yard, but I was chasing the thrift store employee as they were like walking to set this down. So similar amount of stuff in each of our piles here.
Which stuff is going to make more money? This time you went with the Jami plan. No big items. Although to be honest, there wasn't a lot of anything big that I wanted to buy.
Yeah, there's all little stuff.
Yeah, you did good. And mostly painting. What are you planning on doing?
All right, so this is gonna get like a fabric and stencil logo, something on here. This is gonna get decoupage. This, I might just do a whitewash on it. I don't hate it the way it is. Painted and art, decoupage. This is probably getting decoupage, lots of decoupage. Stencil on the box. This is gonna get decoupage paper. And then this I'm gonna paint with milk paint and chippy. And I might even get some gold out.
That's gonna be hard because that's really shiny. So I'm interested to see how that turns out. Mine is gonna be a mixed bag. Bunny's definitely going copper, stenciling and painting. And then I've got some things I'm gonna be printing and then just a lot of paint finishes. I haven't decided what's going on this. It'll either be one long stencil or some transfers, but it will be super cute. We always have to ask us if we clean stuff. I'm using Citrusol to like degrease it, but we absolutely do, especially if it's greasy. We just don't normally film it because that's like not exciting. I'm just removing screws off of things that I don't want. So I'm taking off all these hooks. I'm gonna take off the flowers on this other one. I might paint them and put them back on, but I don't want it to all be the same color. So everything I'm doing over here is just prep, cleaning, removing screws, and then I'll bring you back when I actually start painting something.
Same story over here. I'm just peeling tags off of my huge magnifying glass. I have a fun idea for this. I don't know how well it will go, but I think it'll turn out good if it actually is successful. Jamie's getting real deep into this one here.
I'm debating on whether I want to actually work on this.
Do you have another piece? You could swap it out. How much was that?
$3.
Oh, there's no $3 pieces.
So cool.
Someone Gorilla Glued this on and it's just
Gorilla
foamy.
Glue is not, that's not how you fix this. The regular Gorilla Glue.
Are there nails in that too? With my chisel? Give me that.
No, there's not nails. Well, yeah, there are. It's probably only been a couple seconds of fixing, but Zeb and I have been working about an hour getting everything prepped and sanded, so I'm excited to get started painting. These 3 projects are going DIY cottage color in crockery. So I'm gonna get them painted, I'll move them to the back, and then we'll get to the next color. The easiest way to finish a bunch of projects is to sort it by finish and just work on a project, push it back, work on the next one, and then while things are drying, be painting something else. Zeb is generous enough to help me get the words off. Once we get most of it off, I can just sand it and paint it.
I'm taking 15% of your profit towards mine.
I'll pay up later. No, just get the word off. Zeb actually, to be honest, is better at like coming up with solutions. I just want to bang stuff and throw it around till it works, but Zeb's like, oh, I'll fix it. This though, this also is dirty inside, like it's gonna be a situation. I've got to get some tape or something to get the cat hair out. All right, so that is convenient. I went to try to get this piece of glue off and this gross velvet, guess what? It just comes right on out. Then I can clean that up, no problem. I still got to deal with the Gorilla Glue, but that makes me excited because I was not excited about trying to get all that cat hair off. I'm fixing this what I feel like is the appropriate way. Gorilla Glue that expands is not a good option for most things that people use on. I'm not even really sure what a good way to use that is.
Sometimes you have a big void you need to fill.
But I'm using hot glue to just like basically work like a clamp and hold these pieces in place. And then I've got wood glue, and what that'll do is give me more long-term stability. And then that way I'll be able to put this back together.
Now that I'm done helping Jamie get all her stuff prepped.
Hey, I will probably wind up helping you paint your stuff.
I know, we're gonna work on these together. So I popped this off and sanded it. This, just a little box. I have a special plan for this to be used with this magnifying glass. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. And then I need to get all of the brass hooks off of here because the brass is the cool part of these. And then we're gonna paint them, decoupage some new little pieces on here, and those will be ready to go. Okay, so I've got some white swan. This is a seconds that got damaged and it ended up over at our house. Just gonna dip my brush, and then this is water in the bottom of here, and I'm gonna knock this one out. This is just gonna get a white wash.
Is that cheating?
No, I'm gonna wax it too.
Oh, okay.
How is that cheating? I'm painting it.
So when you guys are thrift flipping, pro tip here, like do not choose the most difficult thing to do on every little thing or you will never make money. Sometimes we go a little more difficult just because like we want to, right? But when we have a lot of projects to finish, we make them look cute and we budget our time.
So this one here is pretty much done. I'm gonna let this dry and then I'll come back and white wax it and it'll be finished.
All right, so I convinced Zeb.
You know, 15% at a time.
What's 15%?
That's what I'm taking off the top of your profit and adding it to my winnings.
He's dry brushing this for me because it's going over the crockery. I just want it to be a little bit more neutral. Good job. This is gonna go on that picture frame if you remember us taking that off. So we got 320 sandpaper here, and this already had some like texture to it, like the finish before. So I'm just pulling off some of that original texture. Doesn't need to be resealed or anything. And then I've got my dry brushed flowers that I'm gonna put back on top here, and then it'll be ready for art.
Okay, so I don't think those are actually screws. I think they're like riveted in there because I just spun them all around like crazy and they didn't really move. And I was just stripping the screw out. So I'm just gonna paint them and we'll wipe the brass back off.
Next color up is Americana. So I'm gonna pull out everything that's gonna be painted this color. This will get a stencil over the top of it, but I'm just gonna base coat it all in Americana.
I've got the white swan out, so I'm just gonna go over the top of my board here. This is probably gonna get some decoupage rice paper. I might even go as far as to print out something in canvas and clip on those clippies. I'm gonna do 4 little scenes or something. And I didn't go super heavy with the paint because I'm just gonna distress heavy back to this wood color. The wood color is good. It just was a little scuffed and not like a natural age worn type of scuff. So we just wanna get that kind of covered up, and then we'll bring some of that dark wood back. That Americana's looking real good on that.
It's gonna make it super fun. This is a really simple piece, and so I decided to go with a brighter color because in order for it to look like something more, it needed the paint to really carry it.
Since I'm decoupaging these, I'm just gonna brighten them up with some white. We'll distress back to some of that dark and get a two-tone. If you're out thrifting and you're looking for something, sometimes that's the whole reason I buy something, because it's light or dark and I can easily two-tone it and distress back and give it a lot of character and age and detail without a lot of work.
I decided this wanted to look French country. I was possibly gonna do it copper, but I was like, nope, this wants to be French country, and French country it will be.
Well, and that gold color or whatever that is, it's like a cross between rose gold, gold, and copper is what it looks like to me.
I did sand off all the drips. That was...
Yeah, someone spray painted it, looks like.
Spray paint isn't the worst thing in the world, but if you're not doing it right and it drips, you can't, there's no sand in it. Like, you can't sand it and make it look distressed. You have to take the paint off, start over. Base coating this in red because it's gonna go copper, and it just covers so much better. So I've got DIY's Marquee, and this is just gonna kind of prime it, give us a base coat, and then I won't have to use so many coats of the copper. And this is also getting painted red. And then I'm gonna be done with my base coat on everything. This is like the easiest flip ever. I picked up this frame for $1. I put this decoupage rice paper in it, and this is done. Whoever buys it could put like a picture in it, or they could just leave it like that. It's really cute. I paid $1, I'll sell it for $9.95, everybody wins. So I wound up just putting cardboard on the back of it, and I painted it so that way, you know, it looks mostly finished if somebody has this where you can see it. And then we use the paper from our recent craft kit, and it's all cute.
So I'm not sure what this fabric is. It's like a light, like flour sack, something or other. I don't know what this weird cutout is or where this came from, but I found it up in the laundry room, and we're gonna be stenciling it. I thought it was fitting to do like a Kroger grocery and baking, and we're gonna put it on the basket. We're gonna decoupage it on there.
No need to like heat seal it or anything because we're gonna decoupage and that will seal it in.
Let that dry up, and then we'll decoupage it on. So this is gonna be kind of cheating. I'm gonna stencil this little organizer box, drawer organizer, or whatever you wanna call it. And this is from the label maker stencils, or the label pack. And then I've also got, this is from the color block pack. It also comes with a color wheel. And then this is a cheese, old cheese box label. And then I have this is handcrafted in the USA. So I'm using several packs. You could probably get away with just using something like this label pack that I had and doing different things, or maybe just this and a letter pack if you just wanted to use the emblem. But we have all-in-one signage and old labels and advertising that you can get in a whole pack. But I'm kind of combining a bunch of things here because I wanted a really unique look. All right, I couldn't stencil that and hold the camera close so that you guys could get all the details, but there's that. And then I'm just gonna take this and use that little area there and extend that label out. Okay, so you can see that there. I just took this right here, stenciled on there. Now I've got a nice long label. It looks like it's got a little overlap, but that's fine. I'm gonna distress. You won't really notice that once it's dry. Now I've got my blue label cheese box stencil, and we're gonna go right in the middle of this. Okay, I've got my blue label on there, and now I'm gonna use this blue label stencil and just carry out that bar on the top. And we should have a really unique stencil logo on here. I feel like this is appropriate since I just did some handcrafting in the USA. So it says that on the back, this on the front, and I'm about ready to distress it. 220 grit sandpaper, just a little bit of distress over this stencil. I used white swan on the white and gravel road on the lettering. Just a quick distress on this while I'm distressing things. Got my little box done. This white is dry, and then I'll clear wax both of them and put some images back on. Okay, it's time to put my little label on here, and this is DIY's Liquid Patina. It's the crystal clear chandelier, and I'm gonna put it on a little larger than my piece. Oh, that's all over the place on me. And then I will set it down and decoupage over it with the liquid patina again. All right, there's a pretty big square. Okay, now we're gonna go over the top. Okay, now we're just gonna super saturate it.
Another thing you can do when you're done is like put hot glue from behind, just for some extra like oomph. But honestly, if you put enough liquid patina on there, I've never had a problem. You can peel it off later too, but it like sucks it down.
Okay, so I've got the blue label. This is still the same cheese box label, and I'm gonna put it on this little box, and that'll come full circle in a minute. You see what I'm gonna do with this. There we go, easy. I'm gonna let that dry. I'm gonna distress this box up and make it look crusty like the other box. And then we're gonna pair it with something else that I have.
I'm just over here second coating everything. I don't think I realized, I'm like, oh, that's not too much stuff, but it is a significant amount. That is why I am predominantly using cottage color. And even like the things I'm painting copper will have a built-in sealer. I might do some dark decorative wax, but I don't have to put any sealer on anything I'm doing.
We did this once before with the new rice paper that we have out. All this stuff we're using to make these over, you can get at jamirayvintage.com. We're not using anything except for like the heat gun that you can't get on the website. And I'm just gonna decoupage this right on there. I'm not even gonna paint it. I think I'm just gonna leave it natural wood. More liquid patina. And we're just gonna get it on here.
Oh, you're not even gonna paint it white?
Nope, I'm gonna try it natural wood.
All right.
I'm gonna try to carefully paint this top because I'm just gonna decoupage the top. I'm gonna leave the bottom wood on this one. But I do wanna brighten it up. That wood's a little dark on this.
We're here painting away. Over the red goes the copper. This is kind of an old school way of doing it. When they gold gilded things, they painted them red first. And that's why when you see a lot of old frames, they have like red peeking out. It also is because it covers well. Like I might have to do a second coat, but not full coverage.
This bunny was real cute before we got started, but I don't know if we got a good pick of the eyes. The eyes were kind of creepy.
You know what was weird was the white, like the bunny, like the skin or the fur wasn't good. So it'll look a lot cuter copper.
Plain bamboo wood utensil holder. We are gonna give it some Sunflower Fields decoupage paper and seal over the top of that. It'll still be able to be used in the kitchen and hold up fine. All right, because this is rounded, I'm gonna let the bottom side dry before I put more top decoupage on it. I think that's gonna work better and we'll get less bubbling issues or it wanting to peel up because it's so saturated, it's trying to go back flat. Oh, well, that's gonna be a fun stencil on there.
Yeah, I don't know, is it folk swag? I think that's what this is
Yes.
called.
It's hard to keep track of. We have over 300 stencils that we offer, and it really just depends on, like that's a lot of names to keep in your brain.
Yeah, I'm just using crockery. It's a good contrast to the Americana and not quite as stark as if I were to do white. And I think it'll look good with all the hooks on the bottom. And then I think what I'm gonna do is like flip it and then take this image and like line the flowers up like on each side. So that way it goes all the way across. I just flipped this around. You can kind of see what it's gonna look like and mirror imaged it just to continue the design. I could have just centered it and it would have been fine too. But I want it to go all the way across. And then when we're done with this, we'll just lightly distress it and throw the hardware back on and this project will be done.
I'm lining up with my picture here. It wasn't an exact match because this is the other side, but I feel like this will work and then I can just, you know, you're not gonna see all the sides at once because it's round. Oh, I got like one tiny little gap. I think I can live with that. I will be all right.
Whenever I have like a flat surface, I always think like, what can I do? And I have these little transfers left over. I can't remember if these are from seeds or ephemeral melange. It's been a while.
They look like ephemeral melange, but that one also has like fruit and stuff on it, so who knows?
I think it's ephemeral melange, but you just put them on here right over the top of the cottage color. Use your little stick that it comes with, and these go on really easy because they're just one big square, and you just kind of get your finger underneath the edge and you just roll it off. Super simple. Then just make sure it's attached, and then I'm probably just gonna dark wax these, and then I'll just dark wax over the top of the transfer too.
Okay, I know this is gonna seem weird, but I got that cool magnifying glass over there, and I went and grabbed some rocks off the street, and I've got golden ticket, and just hear me out. This whole thing is gonna come together. Okay, Jamie and I traded because she's gonna have me do some stenciling for her, and she's putting copper on this frame of mine.
We're not really good at the whole competition thing because guess what? When it sells, it goes in our joint bank account, so everybody wins.
All right, more crockery, doing this stencil for Jamie on here on her bread box. We're just gonna carry this all the way down. I might actually wipe that off because I don't know if she wants it down there, just on the lid.
No, it's fine. It's Wildflower. That's like one of the first releases we ever had. I think that was before we even had retailers.
Yep.
So the last thing I need to do on this frame and this candlestick is just dry brush. So I'm gonna just come across here and just lightly hit it and bring out all the detail.
All right, I have decided to leave this. Let's see if this picks up. Look at that. It doesn't really magnify. It magnifies them way down there. I can see it. The camera's not picking it up. But also, I'm gonna put it in this little 2-pound net box. It's also gonna come with it. Look at that. Everybody thought I was gonna glue that on there. Jamie's like, that's gonna not be good. But here we go. Now you get that, and you can set that somewhere. You got something to look at.
Next up, I have 5 things that are getting dark waxed. I always wait till the end to dark wax because my hands get like greasy, so I don't want to touch anything when I'm done. And then I have to put some pictures in here, but other than that, I'll be done. So I'm just gonna wipe this on, and then I'll grab a lint-free rag and wipe it back. I love crockery and dark wax. It's really good. So I'm gonna finish all the crockery this way, and then I will show you what the copper is gonna look like. This is not to seal it. I could leave this as is. This is just to give it some age and patina.
All right, so I took a full sheet of decoupage paper, the A4 rice paper that we use. This is the pastoral sheep, and I just cut it down to fit so that the picture kind of stayed continuous. And we're gonna decoupage those on. Jamie is getting ready to put the pictures in here, and we've got pastorals, so she just traced the frame and she's cutting it out now.
Well, Zeb just used images that we already have that we use for our rice paper, and then because I'm lucky I'm married to the manufacturer, he shrunk them down to fit. But if you didn't have this, you could use like one of our decoupage papers. I mean,
honestly, you could probably get 4 panes from one paper.
Yeah, depending on the paper that you go with. And the likelihood of you like getting the exact same piece as me is like slim to none. So everything's always going to be slightly different, but just putting images in it, it's going to make it look a lot better.
So Jamie has been helping. I feel like we've helped each other about equally now. So the 15% is a wash.
I'm not going to pay you 15%. I always like clean as I go because I don't like a mess. And Zeb does not. This was like a disaster. So I've been like cleaning up his tools, and like I got my area done. I finished a candlestick. So it's a group effort. We're not very good at this challenge thing. No cutthroat here.
But my items are going to sell for more, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. So we thought that it was going to take us 2 or 3 hours, and it took us 5.
I fully expected this. I had 11 projects and Jamie had 10.
Yeah, and that's 21 projects that we did in 5 hours. We spent $40 and probably another like, I don't know, 50 or 60 in supplies.
Yeah,
most of it was just stuff that we didn't go to the shop for anything.
No, we had it here.
Paint, and the only thing that was like special was what you printed out for my box.
Yep.
but everything else we just had. Some of it was seconds, stuff left over. We're gonna slow pan so you can see everything. We have 1 month. I will get everything listed while Zeb is editing this video. So by the time it goes up, all of these items will be for sale. And then in 1 month, we will come back and tell you who made the most profit.
Do we need to put like a special tag on them? Like, should we put like a challenge tag so if they type the word challenge, it comes up?
I'm gonna tag everything on our website with JRV challenge, all one word. So that way you can search for it and find it. It'll all be in the thrift haul. And then I can keep track of what sold and what the profit margin is for each item. If you guys need any paint or products, you can visit JamiRayVintage.com. And if you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Jami Ray Vintage for more
DIY
and thrifting. We'll see you on the next episode.